Health officials continue their plea for Bahamians to get vaccinated. Vaccination centers will open this weekend, and schools on target for opening for the 2021-2022 academic year. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lissy Bastian with your JCN News for this Monday, August 16th. It's great having you back with us. Health officials continuing to urge Bahamians and residents to get their jab of the COVID-19 vaccine as more vaccines have arrived and are expected to continue arriving in the country over the next few weeks and months, according to Prime Minister. In this report, our Tyler Simonet has the latest details revealed by the National COVID-19 Vaccine Consultative Committee Chair during a national press conference on Sunday.
Chair of the National COVID-19 Consultative Committee, Dr. Mercelin Dalregis, continuing to stress the importance of vaccines as a study conducted in country shows that no fully vaccinated person has been hospitalized or died due to COVID-19. The study was conducted from a period of March 14, 2021 and July 31, 2021 by a list of health officials, including Director of the National HIV/AIDS and Infectious Disease Program, Dr. Nikia Forbes. Dr. Dalregis gave us more details on this study.
Since the start of our national vaccination program, we have administered 117,380 doses of the vaccine in the Bahamas as of the 14th of August. The total number of fully vaccinated people is at 51,150. This includes Bahamians and residents who have been fully vaccinated abroad and have registered on the vax.gov.bs portal. We've been fortunate that all of our islands and keys where people reside have had the opportunity to be vaccinated with at least one dose of the vaccine.
Dr. Dalregis continues to urge the public to be vaccinated as the healthcare system is currently overwhelmed and the morgue at the Princess Margaret Hospital is operating over capacity.
Now, just as we did with the AstraZeneca vaccine, before we begin administering Pfizer to the general public, we will carry out an assessment of the administration of the vaccine with an already selected group of adults and children 12 and over. This will take place tomorrow, Monday the 16th of August. On Thursday, the 19th of August, we will begin administering the Pfizer vaccine to the general public at the Kendall G.L. Isaacs Gymnasium. The Kendall Isaacs Gym Vaccination Center will be the only site administering the Pfizer vaccine on Thursday and Friday this week. The public may begin booking appointments tomorrow, Monday, August the 16th, starting at 3 p.m.
It is anticipated that health officials will receive the results of the samples by the end of this week and will be able to confirm if other variants, such as the Delta COVID-19 strain, is in the Bahamas. As for the vaccination program in country, that's going strong, according to Dr. Dalregis, as she gave an update on just how many Bahamians have received their jab.
411 patients were hospitalized with COVID-19. Of that number, 400 of 411 were unvaccinated. 11 were partially vaccinated. No fully vaccinated persons were admitted to PMH for care during that period. Of that same period, 53 COVID-19 deaths were recorded. And we know this is an underestimate. But 52 were unvaccinated and one was partially vaccinated. There were no deaths recorded among fully vaccinated persons.
Dr. Del Regis says that over the next week, from August 16th to the 20th, there are 7,514 vaccine appointments already booked. Health officials' current goal is to vaccinate 60,000 Bahamians over the next week. Now, when it comes to the rollout of the Pfizer vaccine, which the Bahamas received 128,700 doses of last week Thursday, Dr. Del Regis says that additional vaccine centers will be added in New Providence, Grand Bahama, and the Family Islands.
We are now experiencing a significant increase in new cases, in the number of hospitalizations and deaths from COVID-19 at a time where there is increased travel to and from the Bahamas. Genomic surveillance has identified samples with a predominance of the Alpha variant co-circulating with others in the Bahamas. We are now awaiting the results from 100 samples taken in July and August and sent this weekend to the Fiocruz Research Laboratory in Brazil.
For Jcn News, I'm Tyler Simonet.
More than 200 COVID infections were confirmed in the Bahamas over the weekend, 107 on Saturday and 131 on Sunday. A total of 194 cases confirmed on New Providence, 25 with a history of travel within 14 days. 11 on Grand Bahama, 9 on Abaco, 2 on Eleuthera, 1 on Exuma, and 21 cases with locations pending. Total COVID cases in country now at 16,668. 105 of those positive cases were male and 133 were female patients. There's now 2,966 active cases of the virus in country, 142 of which are in hospital. 127 are considered moderately ill and 15 are in the intensive care unit. 78 recoveries were also reported between the 2 days, pushing total recoveries to 13,264. The death toll remains at 313, with the Ministry of Health reporting 3 additional deaths under investigation on Saturday. The total in that category now stands at 42. To date, 127,633 tests have been completed since the onset of the pandemic last year. As the country has received more than 128,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine from the United States government, health officials say training for administering the vaccine began today. Later in the week, the vaccine will roll out to all Bahamians and residents ages 12 years and older, with vaccine centers expected to open on the weekend. Our Leah Cooper has more details in this report.
As part of the push to get as many shots in arms as quickly as possible, the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym, Loyola Hall, and Bahamar Malia vaccination centers on New Providence will be opened over this weekend on Saturday, the 21st of August, and Sunday, the 22nd of August. The Pfizer vaccine will be offered at all of the weekend sites. This much coming from co-chair of the National COVID-19 Vaccine Consultative Committee, Dr. Mercelin Del Regis, at a press conference yesterday.
To accommodate the planned rollout of the Pfizer vaccine, more vaccination centers will be added on New Providence, we hope in Grand Bahama as well, and the Family Islands in the coming days and weeks. However, we note that there will be additional requirements for technical, physical, and human resources to ensure the delivery of this vaccine.
She adds that the Pfizer vaccine is available to everyone 12 years of age and older. Dr. Del Regis also touched on possibly mixing doses of the vaccine.
Note, the Bahamas supports the position of the WHO Strategic Advisory Group of Experts, SAGE, this group on immunization, which advises that countries can consider administering a first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine, followed by a second dose of Pfizer, particularly in situations of interrupted supply. Studies have shown that offering a first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine, followed by a second dose of Pfizer, offers strong protection against the COVID-19 virus.
She also advised that infrastructure has been secured for transport of the Pfizer vaccine to the Family Islands.
To accommodate the planned rollout of the Pfizer vaccine, more vaccination centers will be added on New Providence, we hope in Grand Bahama as well, and the Family Islands in the coming days and weeks. However, we note that there will be additional requirements for technical, physical, and human resources to ensure the delivery of this vaccine.
To date, over 100,000 Bahamians have received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Reporting for Jcn News, I'm Leah Cooper.
The Bahamas government joins the Caribbean community in expressing sadness at the loss of life and significant damage following the 7.2 magnitude earthquake that struck Haiti on Saturday. This much coming from a statement issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It adds that a message of condolence has been sent to the Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of Haiti, and the Bahamas stands ready with the Caribbean community to render whatever assistance possible to its sister member of CARICOM. According to reports, over 700 people lost their lives, while hundreds of others have been injured. Additionally, there's many reported to be missing. The ministry in its statement says that the prayers and thoughts of the government and people of the Bahamas are with the government and people of Haiti at this very painful time. The ministry confirms that the diplomatic staff of the Bahamas Embassy were not in Haiti at the time of the earthquake. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has contacted the local staff of the embassy, and they are all reported to be well. Contact has been made as well with the Bahamians who are in Haiti, and they are also reported to be well. The ministry says the Bahamas stands in solidarity and prayer with its friends and neighbors, Haiti, in the recovery efforts during this most difficult period. You're watching Jcn News. Stay with us.